Hey, what's up? Ken from Palm Beach Dyno here. I'm standing here with Kobe and a 2021 F150. This one was brought in for a full Whipple package. Now, we've done these before, so what's so special about this video? Well, first off, we want to show you all the turnkey packages that come into Palm Beach Dyno, but Kobe was working on this vehicle himself and came to me with some questions, and this is a great opportunity to tell you guys how Palm Beach Dyno works here. So obviously I'm the head tuner. I founded the company, I've been tuning for 20 years, but I can't tune every vehicle, so we need people like Kobe to learn tuning and take over this sort of stuff and work in collaboration with me. And he's been doing an insanely good job. He came up with some questions on fueling. We were having some questions up top. I hadn't had time to address this in the past, so we worked together, we fixed that. We did flex fuel. Why don't you tell them a little bit about how it went?
First of all, I want to say this truck is amazing. It came from our shop.
Yeah,
a lot of people don't know we got a shop here. So basically we got a bone stock truck and put the Whipple on it and suspension work, but probably going to be another video about it. Bottom line is we weren't really happy with the first revision of that tune because a lot of the time we seen the RPM was a little bit fluctuating, especially when you start switching into like the E30, because those truck on the Whipple with injectors, they have, they can run until E40. Yeah. We made some good power in the past and everybody was happy, but bottom line, a more consistent truck, we're gonna be a faster truck. So,
yeah, well, and what we really solved on this was two main things: fueling consistencies, especially at high RPM, and timing. A lot of people, including us in the past, have used NOx sensors, relied heavily on NOx sensors to add timing and control timing. And I personally don't love that idea, so we're rethinking that, or not really rethinking it, but doing things a little different moving forward, where the problem with adding timing via the NOx sensors is very inconsistent, and that's why one pull you might go an 11.0, and the next pull you might go a 1070, and the next pull you go 11.2, and it's the same tune. It's because if you're relying on the NOx sensors to add timing, then we're not really tuning the vehicle, the truck is tuning itself a little bit. So we're getting a whole new batch of tunes out that address this, and we're going to set the timing, and of course the NOx sensors will still work to take away timing, but we're going to determine the timing curves. And this is what you wind up with over here. In the past, we've had very noisy very noisy dyno graphs. First off, the green line is a Whipple tune for this package with 93 octane, just how a turnkey kit would come if you ordered it from anybody with a Whipple tune. This line right here, I believe, is no pulley change, right, Kobe?
No, we didn't change the pulley.
So really, what did you do? Why don't you tell them what you did?
So, of course, the main thing we can say is that it revs higher, right? However, it's not enough. So we adjust the fueling, and like Ken mentioned, we did adjust a lot of the timing and how the timing curve is built. Okay, before, like you mentioned, and you can see it on previous dyno sheets, the RPM was zigzagging because what will happen is just gonna ride the NOx sensor.
So you see how there's not a huge difference there, but like see how noisy the dyno graph is, and that comes from the timing jumping around. So we've got much better control of that. The other really important thing that Kobe did was, with my help, kind of redid how we handle flex fuel. What a lot of people do in flex fuel, again, is they're leaving the NOx sensors up to manage this. And yes, you want the NOx sensors to work, but we don't really love to see the NOx sensors adding timing at wide open throttle and boost. So we've gotten rid of that, and we've set up the timing tables to blend 100% properly. One issue that we run into and other tuners run into is controlling timing on flex fuel vehicles, say when you turn it on a Mustang, because it doesn't have the proper tables to handle the timing properly. I've never been a huge fan of flex fuel on a Mustang because of that. You're relying on the NOx sensors, again, that's a common theme right here, to add timing when it needs it. You don't need to do that on an F-150, and unfortunately, old habits die hard, and we were doing that somewhat on the F-150. So now that we've redone that, the timing isn't dependent on the NOx sensors learning. So you put 93 on it, the ethanol knows it's 93, the timing goes to where it needs to be on 93. You're not worried about the NOx sensors. Or more importantly, in the other direction, which is where the real issue was adding the timing for the E85. Maybe it's gonna add that 4 or 5 degrees, maybe it's not. Maybe it's gonna add it halfway down the track. That's no longer a concern with this. So anyway, why don't we just stop talking, show you some dyno pulls, show you the truck up close, and we'll see you on the next one.